Well, this ought to be a part of the garden tour, but that was a vegetable garden. So this is the more not oriental. Well, it's the pretty garden. It's the flowers and everything else. So right here we have hosta, which has been eaten alive by, I don't know, woodchuck, deer, something. Definitely is eating these guys alive. There's another one that has not been eaten alive, but they don't come right around to the front of the house as much. This is this reed grass that I stripped out of here and instead planted these guys. I believe those are dahlias there on the left. And this is actually an onion plant. I can't remember the name of it, but it's actually an onion plant that makes these balls really pretty. I saw them in Portsmouth and I said, I gotta have those. In fact, I saw both of these in Portsmouth and said, I gotta have those. Some of those blooms have gone by, but here's kind of small or upcoming blooms that look the way they should, really nice. And some more back there, so they keep coming out. And I don't know what this is that Judy grew here. I have to ask her what she planted in here. They've really grown up. They're quite tall. These are the black-eyed Susans. And these have gone by here. These are irises, I think. Maybe not. They look like irises afterwards. These are peonies have gone by. So is this one. Not sure what that is over there. I don't think we've seen any flowers from it yet. Here's the big hosta in front of the house. Just a little eaten on one side. You can see over on this side they're eaten. And that side, in this direction, not so much. Judy had a whole bunch of wildflower seeds. Planted them in about 4, 5, 6 different pots. And this is what she gets. They're gorgeous. All kinds of different wildflowers. They're very, very colorful. This hasn't really done much of anything this year so far. I haven't been impressed with it. Maybe it'll get better next year. And this one here, I'm not sure if it's come to fruition yet. This one can be pretty also. I don't know what either of these is. A lot of these I don't know the name of. I never memorized them. The one here that's yellow, that's tickweed. And I'm not sure what this one here in the middle is. That was all purple-ish. And that there was another peony. It's the rhododendron. Gorgeous when it comes in bloom in early to mid-spring. And these are all iris, which I keep chopping out and they keep growing back in again. So we'll walk around the edge of the property here and go up on the deck and end there. Actually, no, I should go front. Sorry, way in front. I don't do these flower garden tours too often as a second or separate one. But up here is my pride and joy, or certainly one of them. The giant flowers. They're not really wide open right now, unfortunately. But this is a hibiscus. I guess the closest one, yeah, you can see they're all pretty much gone by for the day. But those things are huge. I've got pictures of those, and unfortunately I can't show you here. Earlier in the day would have been much better when they're just big and oh, so gorgeous. And we also have these Chinese lanterns. Here, a few other places. They're very invasive, so I have to pull up a lot of them and just let them grow in a few places here and there. And that's another rhododendron in nowhere near as good a shape as the one by the house. Oh, and this, and these, just the common milkweed. My hope was we would get butterflies, monarch butterflies come in here, feed off of this, or lay eggs or something, you know, that we'd invite monarch butterflies. I don't know if it'll be successful or not. If not, I can pull it out, but yes, that's milkweed. And that's my unity sign, which I think I gotta pull out. I think that I gotta do that while I'm thinking of it here, because it's gone by. It's a sign of my political organization. Yes, you want to know what my political bend is? It's no labels. It's a middle ground group. It's like stop the fighting and start fixing. When you hear that a middle ground group made something like the infrastructure bill happen. Well, that was us. Okay, around the corner here, Japanese wonder plant. The last one that I have is only one bulb. I pull it out in every autumn and put it in every spring, and I put it in too late this year, so normally it would be blooming like crazy right now, but I had to at least give it a chance. I realized I'd forgotten it, and I wanted to give it a chance to grow, because I think if I just left it 2 years downstairs, it would die. I ordered some bulbs one time, and every single one of them was bad. It was so frustrating. They were inexpensive. I guess that's why. So what are you gonna do? Over here we had lilies, these amazing lilies, tiger lilies? I don't know, they're orange lilies. They've pretty much gone by now, as you can see. I'm not even gonna go close because they're really not in good shape to look at. And there's irises and hostas and other things. I'm trying to make a barrier all along the yard here with the bigger plants, so it'll just basically cover a lot of what's behind the scene here. But there is, you know, mulch all along here too. There's a big, huge bunch over there of out of my mind, can't think of the name, so I might as well forget about it. Once things go out of my brain, it's it, they're gone. I can't get them back until whenever they decide to come back. Up here are more wildflowers that Judy has planted, and some more Swiss chard. But other than that, we have wildflowers in here, a whole bunch of them. And she put her stand out here, and she thinks she has to protect this stuff from the rain. That's why this has got this. It's an herb garden. So it pretty much does it for the ornamental side of gardening. And Lily of the Valley was the name I couldn't think. It just has to come back when it's ready. Tons of Lily of the Valley out there on the edge of the yard. So that more or less completes it as far as all around the house, the gardening that we have and we do. We work a little at it each year. Judy works on some of it. I work on some of it. And come back later. There's always going to be another shooting of either the vegetable garden or ornamental garden or both. Take care.